All right, I'm here with George Freelove, one of my all-time favorite real estate agents. Thanks, George Freelove from Keller Williams, for joining me on the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Lots of fun. Tell me a little bit about what's going on in the market, and then what is it that you want my audience to know about?
Well, the market's really good, Bruce. Sales are still happening, contrary to what a lot of people think. But there's programs coming up, I believe in July, called Hometown Heroes. So can you kind of really help me understand more about it and what my buyers are looking and how they can qualify for it?
Absolutely. So, Hometown Heroes is a state-funded down payment assistance program. We are going to be getting somewhere between 50 and $100 million worth of funding. It was originally designed for heroes. That's why it was called Home for Heroes. You had to be a teacher, law enforcement, firefighter, EMT, military, something of that nature, even correctional officers. But they opened it up to everyone. And you have to be a first-time home buyer, meaning you cannot have owned a primary residence in the last 36 months. You have to make less than about $144,000 per year. Now, that's different from county to county, but they're all pretty close to that amount. You can get between $10,000 and $35,000 for down payment assistance and closing costs at a zero interest second mortgage. So there's no payments due on this, up to $35,000. So it can help you get into a home, but it's so much more flexible, George, than any typical down payment assistance program. So you take Seminole County, Orange County, Pinellas County, Hillsborough County, Polk County, your income limits are about $69,000. That's about it. How much house can you qualify for if you only make $69,000? It's not going to give you much. Not even the average price of about $385. So they up that limit more than double. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. But let's just say that you want to buy a home and you qualify as the wife, but your husband's credit's not good to qualify. I don't have to use him or his income on this program. Other down payment assistance programs are going to require me to use his income, and then that disqualifies you because you make too much. I don't have to count it on this one. Let's say that you don't qualify for enough income and you want your mom and dad, who are already homeowners and don't even live in the state of Florida, they can co-sign. That can't happen on other down payment assistance programs, but it can on this one. So there's a great deal of flexibility. However, there's also a great deal of demand for this program.
Oh, I can imagine that.
So we have a bit of a dilemma. This money, the last time we got 100 million, only lasted about a month to a month and a half. That's all. It only lasts for a short period of time because it's for the entire state. So if you want a piece of the pie, number one, you need to call and get your loan fully approved, not pre-qualified, not a soft credit pull, fully approved, ready to go. All your documents, pay stubs, W-2s, everything to me. I get you fully approved. George goes out, finds you a home. Immediately when that home is under contract, you call me and we secure your funds with the state of Florida. It's that easy. No special inspections. You just got to have pretty good credit, like a 645, right? You don't even have to have great credit, okay credit. And if George can find a home and negotiate some closing costs from the seller, we can use more of that money to reduce your loan amount from the Hometown Heroes. It's a perfect situation, but it's not going to last long. Now, George, you and I are going to be teaching a class on July the 10th.
Right. Just a Thursday, July the 10th.
It's a Thursday in Winter Park, Florida. We're going to do this live and in person. If we have enough registrations, because we only have room for what, 10 people in this room?
Yeah, about 10, 12 people.
Okay. It's not, listen, this is not a seminar where George and I are going to corral you in and you got to sign up for this pitch. No, this is educational only. Educational only. But if you want to buy a home, you want a piece of the pie, you got to get it done now. It'll be We'll teach you the program on July 10th, but the program's already going to be going for 10 days. So you need to get your application started now. But if you want to register for that class, we're going to teach you everything you want to know about it. I just don't know how long it's going to last after that. So don't wait. Don't wait for the class. Call George, call me right now. We'll get your application taken, let you know if you qualify for the program. Maybe there's another DPA program that you may qualify. I got a client $60,000 with another down payment assistance program. Now, the regulations are stricter. You can't make as much money. You can't have co-signers, same kind of thing. Now, keep in mind with Hometown Heroes, you have to be a full-time employee in the state of Florida too. You cannot have had a job or work for a remote company and live in Florida and work for a company out of state. Doesn't work. Has to be a state funded. There you go. That's Hometown Heroes. George, how do they reach you?
They reached me at 407-408-5167. But also, Bruce, there are other programs besides down payment assistance. So when they come to our event on July the 10th, if Hometown Hero isn't for them, there's a lot of other programs out there. There's FHA, VA,
USDA
that we can help them with.
Absolutely. I got no money down USDA. I got no money down VA. I've got FHA with 3.5% down. I've got an FHA program with no money down. No money down. Zero down payment.
That's why they need to come to our seminar, come to our event on July the 10th, 6 o'clock here in Winter Park, and we'll figure out how to get you in a house this year.
Stop being a renter, folks.
Yep.
Be a homeowner. There's no such thing as a rich renter. Let us help you get into a house. George, I got to run. Thanks for joining me on the Loner Ranger Show.
All right, Bruce. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later.
You got it.